Hello, I'm William J. Archambault Jr. for the Real Estate Investment Institute, and this we call I Will Not Pander. I will not pander. I will not support something simply because it's politically correct. I will not support it because the masses do. I have too much time, nearly 40 years in the finance and real estate industry, to support things that don't support and foster the well-being of the consumer. Such is the case with HVCC, the Home Valuation Code of Conduct. Last March, Fannie Mae, along with the Office of the Federal Housing Enterprise Oversight Committee, and the New York State, yes, the state Attorney General, came up with a plan to point the finger at appraisers. I can only suspect that it's because there are fewer appraisers than there are realtors or lenders. They decided that since there had been conspiracy between appraisers and lenders, there had been a conspiracy between appraisers and builders, that rather than punish the few under the existing laws, they would create new legislation and a new bureaucracy, private bureaucracy, that does nothing but add to the cost, frustration, and service level. Under HVCC, the lenders, the mortgage brokers, the banks themselves, are no longer allowed to select and talk directly to the appraisers. Sounds reasonable? Not necessarily. Because no longer can an appraiser be selected by the quality of his work. He can't be selected at all. Appraisers are ordered through private agencies that take a large portion of their fees and set their own standards to quality. Appraisers can no longer know the ideas and the basis for other opinions. Appraisers are no longer benefit to the information that the realtor or the lender might have about comparable sales that were distressed sales, or about other conditions that they don't have access to. Appraisers may not know that selected houses, selected comparables, were sold furnished, or that the interior was entirely gutted. There was no interior. This information is denied because if it's not public record, the appraiser no longer has any way of obtaining the information. The people that might know aren't allowed to talk to him. The level of service. We've never been able to dictate to appraisers what we were looking for in the way of value, but we were able to select them whose service, who could provide the appraisal in a timely manner, or on the occasion in a rush. We were able to select appraisers whose numbers stood up because we knew that from a history of reviews. HVCC is a violation of the public trust. People are pandering to it. Professionals in the industry are pandering to it because they're the smallest group of the industry, and no other reason. I will not pander. I will not blame the blameless. I will not support regulation and legislation for no other purpose than to claim that the people were doing something, that the legislator cared when they obviously didn't. Not one was concerned enough to find out that this was not a problem. Not one cared that the agencies charged with enforcing the law and who would be in charge of enforcing the new regulations didn't enforce the existing ones. I will not pander. I'm William J. Archambault, Jr. for the Real Estate Investment Institute.